Okay, today I'm walking you guys through a two-column proof that I've written, and I was given this problem here um, and this info over here, and I was supposed to write a two-column proof to prove that these two triangles, AEB and BDC, are congruent. And um, First, I was given that line AE is parallel to line BD, and I was also given that line AE is congruent to line BD. And finally, that angle E is congruent to angle D, and as you see, I've marked all of those. And I was supposed to prove that triangle AEB is congruent to triangle BDC. So I wrote a two-column proof, and first of all, I gave the things that we were given up here, and that is that AE is parallel and congruent to line BD, and that angle E and angle D are congruent. Then I stated that angle EAB is congruent to angle BDC, and the reason I knew that is because corresponding angles are congruent, and we know that because of our earlier study in transversals and their angles. And if you look at this closely, you realize that the bottom line here is really the transversal of our two parallel lines, AE and BD, and that angle, this angle here, EAB, is congruent to this angle here, DBC, because they are corresponding angles, and that simply means that they are on the same side of the transversal, the right side, and on the same side of their parallel lines, the bottom. So we know that these two angles are congruent, and I'm just going to mark them that way. Alright, finally I stated that triangle AEB is congruent to triangle BDC, and I know that because of the ASA theorem, the angle side angle. And simply that theorem is that when you have two triangles in which two angles and their included side are both marked congruent, as we have here, we have these two angles marked congruent, this side marked congruent, and these two angles marked congruent. Simply it is that when you have two angles and their included side marked congruent, then you know that those two triangles are altogether congruent. So that's it.